Broadcast, broadcast. Broadcast, broadcast. Oh, baby. I want to welcome everyone to Global Markets Radio Daily Recap. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. Thursday. Oh, baby. Can you say Saudi Arabia? Well, it all started out with China, trade balance being weaker. What's up with that? Negative trade balance. Wow. March the 10th, 2011, 4 p.m. Eastern. And we're looking at the S&P chart right now, S&P 500 E-minis, trading at 1289, down 21 handles. 21. Oh, baby. I'm losing my voice. I'll hope to keep it on, but going. But, wow. We had a ton of data events today. A lot to talk about. You know it, baby. Wow. Barack Hussein Obama. I haven't said that in a while. Stock market down over 200. Dow closing right around 12,000. Bang. But the Chinese trade balance being negative. It was supposed to be up, scaring the bejesus out of everyone. And U.S. trade balance, we had record exports, but the trade balance was weaker. Now, that means more demand. That means the U.S. consumer may be coming back. Retail sales tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a bit, but wow. And I got to tell you, I live in South Beach, Miami, and I see the container ships leave the dock. I see a lot of them. I really do. I saw today the biggest amount of crates that I've seen in years in one ship. I don't know where it was going, but it was leaving, and it had 5-7 stacks high of these things. It was right at the line, of the boat where the red is, whatever that's called, right at the line, pretty much. So, U.S. might be coming back, and that's a good thing, yes, for the global economy, but the global economy might be completely collapsing. And, if China's really slowing down, well, what does that say? That's not good for Australia, for Canada, right? For a lot of countries that have been doing a lot of business with them, benefiting, not good. U.S., yes, we're going to get hurt, but if we're adding jobs and the U.S. is doing pretty good, if China slows down, there's going to be a major where the U.S. is doing better than everyone. And then you'll be having people talk about rate cuts in other parts of the world where the U.S. is raising rates, Australia employment collapsing 10,000. One of the reasons why the Aussie rallied after the collapse, unbelievable, was that I think like 44,000 people actually went full-time. 55,000 lost their part-time status. So net, a lot of people went full-time, which is a good thing. But again, the Aussie, that was a tremendous opportunity to get out. Obviously, we thought it was going to be a good number. But you're looking at a 5-minute S&P chart, by the way. This is a daily chart. We've been looking at this for a long time. Look at that break. Oh, baby. Come to Papacita. It's over. Toast. You want to do your Fibonacci, and again, I'm gonna jump around. You know me, I'm all ADD. But you look at that weekly chart. I mean, come on. We're going down, baby. And I got a gorgeous channel line. This is it. This is it. So they call it the trifecta. So you have the bad Chinese data, right? 1175 we go to. Certainly 1225. That is a given. And 12, this is easy too. Well, we'll go there tomorrow. But 1225, easy on a big pullback, on a sell-off. But, we did have other numbers that came out last night. German trade balance weaker than expected. Italian industrial production down 1.5%. London manufacturing number was better, 1%, but left rates unchanged. Asset purchase facility intact. Canadian trade balance real bad. Revision was down too. And U.S. unemployment claims ticked up. What's up with that? And actually Obama, the budget, a little bit better. Surprising. Spain got downgraded. And I'll tell you this stress test, and we got this whole EU summit taking place, and Portugal and Spain are really looking to restructure their debt. I don't know if it's gonna happen. And this euro is closing below 138. Say a little 137, easy. But I just think that when you get to the real story of the day, which was Saudi Arabia, and if you didn't catch my tweet, which I sent it out pretty quick, I sent it out before everyone. Saudi Arabia was big news because the day of rage is tomorrow, and then the real big one's Monday. And remember, they go to the mosque. They go to their mosque in the beginning of the day, in the morning, right? And they stay until what, 1, 2 in the afternoon? 3? They come out in force, 2, 3 o'clock? Well, that's going to be around, what, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning our time, Eastern Standard Time. So no one really knows what's going to happen. Uncertainty breeds fear. And I cannot imagine that the S&Ps and the dollar, I cannot imagine the S&Ps and the yen and the dollar be strong until then. Maybe they come out, maybe the market rallies, and reports come out 10 o'clock in the morning, things aren't so bad, okay. But I cannot imagine any big rally until the crowds are out in the street, the world knows what pretty much is going on. It's not a slaughter. Things are becoming peaceful, right? That would be good, and we could have a big rally in the stock market, a reversal tomorrow, maybe. But we don't know that. But what's more likely going to happen, what's likely going to happen, in my opinion, is we have a world between now and then. Last I checked, I got 14 hours. So, in my opinion, the way to play it is more, all right, we're going to have more weakness. We're going to have dollar strength, yen strength, big time. Blue Horseshoe loves a lot of these trades. Oh, we got Blue Horseshoes all over the place. Look at that Luna yen. Every Gartman, Aussie yen, Luna yen, is going to collapse tonight. Oh, baby. But obviously the Saudi news is big. Fear. And then, of course, we have Chinese data tonight. Now, CPI is supposed to be at 4.8%. That might be hot. But industrial production. Industrial production is like locked between 13 and 14% for the last, I can't even remember. This number on that bad trade balance number might slow. You get a bad industrial production. That to me is the biggest number tonight out of China. Yeah, inflation's important. Fixed asset investment's important. Retail sales, maybe. But industrial production. If that number's weak, I think the S&Ps are really going to tank on that because there are a lot of people that don't believe the China trade balance because seasonal, all this crap. Okay. It's a slowdown. If it walks like a duck, acts like a duck, it's a freaking duck. Looking at crude, as we said, crude is a short, but again, see, crude, my problem with crude now is, well, what happens if Saudi Arabia, hang on. What happens if Saudi Arabia starts killing people and Obama screws it up again? Because we need Saudi Arabia. We can't, it has to be some sort of quasi-monarchy like London, with a queen, but it's still a parliamentary type system, whatever, democracy. And that's what's got to be over there. But, man, he's screwing it up. And everything he does, he screws it up. And they're screwing up Libya. They're screwing up Saudi Arabia, Bahrain. And I just think that the countries that if you're pro-Western, the countries that need to go under are not Libya and Egypt and Saudi Arabia. You want, Iran, you want Syria, right? Two major problems in there, and there's problems in Kuwait too, which is amazing. You don't want Jordan either. Jordan's a major ally. Maybe even Turkey. Turkey's turned the tide against anti-West, so maybe you want them out. So, again, a lot of things coming out in the next 24 hours, really 16. The debt restructuring out of the Eurozone is not going to be good, in my opinion. I think Greece wants them to take a haircut of 0.5%, from 5% to 4.5%. Amazing. And yeah, this big thing against Sarkozy. Apparently Gaddafi knows something about Sarkozy. So anyway, regarding crude, it could go either way. If things go good, because again, there's Libya, Gaddafi looks like he's going to win, but we're going to support the rebels. There's going to be bloodbath, but the oil ports are going to maybe sort of a ceasefire might be announced. That's why crude came in, the possibility of that. But then if you have Saudi Arabia, which is most of the world, 40% of the world production, revolution, Houston, big problem. And then oil will go to the moon. But if Saudi Arabia is okay, if the market believes Saudi Arabia is okay, and Libya's becoming okay, you're going to get that pullback to 98, like I said, in gold, in oil. Absolutely. And again, take a look at my trade backs from today. Oh, baby. Gold, same thing, same chart. Broke my whole support line here at 1410. Gold is a dead short. Again, I think gold now 1390, easy. Maybe even 1370. That seems to me around the 61.8% retrace. Let's take a look. Oh, baby. Come to Papacita. Oh, yeah. That's 1377 is the 50. Ooh, 1362. I like it. Gold's toast. And, you know, you had that gorgeous shooting star. That was the top. Everyone's long. Yada, yada, yada. So, looking at those charts, this is a Euro Yen daily chart. Take a look at that, baby. Oh. I mean, look. Last night checked, when the stock market's going down, this baby goes down too. And again, if the correlation is dead, where the stock market goes down and Euro Yen goes up, I'll jump. I'll kill someone. But listen, you know what I'm saying. It's not dead. The correlation is there. Repatriation also up. What's up with that, right? End of March, end of the fiscal year for Japan. So you look at this Euro Yen, we take out 114, I think easy. Tonight, we're talking 112.70. 150 pips, we'll take it. But I think really, when you're talking, if the stock market really sells off, then we're talking 108. And how it's going to get there, I don't know. But you know what? When you take a look at this dollar yen, you know, as bullish as we've been, or, you know, trying to be bullish, I don't know. Third base. This thing really could come in tonight. You see the way when the Saudi Arabia news came out, dollar yen got whacked for 30 pips, almost. So it tells you if there's a problem in Saudi Arabia and the stock market's going to tank, you want to get long the yen, short dollar yen, I think. And, you know, we've been up and away, grinding higher. It's only 100 pips, I know, but still, I think it's due, and it's Friday. Now, if things go good, this baby is closing decent. I'd rather see dollar yen close at like 85. They are closing dollar yen fairly well. But if the market's going to be down like I think it's going to be, if the futures are going to be weak tonight like I think they're going to be, if the number out of China is going to suck like I think it's going to suck, I would think and if the yen is going to rally, but not against the dollar yen goes nowhere, at best. That's the way I'm looking at it. So maybe it goes nowhere and the euro continues to fall, Euro yen will go down nice. Or, you know, something like that. But the Dixie, take a look. Broke out. We said it could go either way, right? But again, once that news came out and the stock market was down big, that changed everything. Again, my Twitter is Voice of Forex. Hopefully you're a fan. Or you following me? But as soon as that Saudi news came out, it was obvious that no freaking way. Stock market's going to close at the lows, the dollar at the highs, and that's what we're getting. And if you look at the channel line, we're breaking out, pretty much. We broke out of this short one right here. Took that out, baby. But now I think we're going to make a run for this one here. We're pretty much right at it or through it. We're through it. You know, it's that close. And I think the 77.50 level is huge. Notice, that's the 10 exponential. Could we reverse from there? It's only 20 cents away, so we could reverse from there on any good news. But to me, it just looks like there's going to be follow-through. Absolutely. Broke out. Dixie's only up a penny 30 from the low. A penny 20. And remember, we hit my freaking channel line, people. Baby. Oh, baby. Don't tell me channel lines don't work. come to Poppy. So, the big question is, all right, is the stock market going to go into this bear phase where we're really in a complete bear market? Stock market goes down every day. Maybe. Why not? And if that's the case, which I'm not saying it is, I think maybe we're going to a bear phase that could last a couple of weeks, maybe through the end of March, then you're certainly talking about Fibonacci. And we certainly could be talking about 78, 75. That's a big spot. 50%, remember? So are we going to go straight there? I don't know. Could we? Absolutely. Tomorrow, I would say we could be talking 78 in the Dixie up here. We take out 77.50. Oh, boy. To the moon. So we look at this euro dollar chart. And again, you do the same thing. 136 is easy. Easy. I think what's more likely is the lows made in February. 34.50. The euro is topped out. Who's better than Jimmy? Jimmy Rogers, long the dollar. But again, I think you talk about Fibonacci, easy we can retest this level. And again, my channel line, it broke through it, but it's still rolling over. You got to watch for that fake out, and that's exactly what happened. And again, back to this dollar yen. It's closing strong. I would just love for it to have closed down to 75, but I don't care. It's going down, baby. Or going nowhere. I don't think it explodes tonight. That would be ridiculous. But obviously you want to have your stops. You never know. Dollar Swiss came back nicely. Euro Swiss really tanked on the Saudi Arabia news, flight to quality. That was an easy trade. But in looking at this Dollar Swiss, I think you probably want to sell the rally. I mean, listen, yes, if the dollar has a major move, this baby's probably going up. And any good news out of Europe regarding Portugal and Greece, if they somehow renegotiate, the market might like that. So Euro Swiss could really make a big move up. I'm not saying it is. It's closing terrible. And to me, it's a short. And I don't think they're going to get anything done. These stress tests suck. I think they're bummed they even did these stress tests because it's not working out. Things are a lot worse. I think Spain, their top 10 banks need like $15 billion, just Spain alone. So, dollar Swiss to me, it could get caught up in the whole buying of U.S. dollars. But if the stock market's really tanking, this baby is a flight to quality. So, you don't want to look for too much. But listen, if the dollar really has a major move like we think, it's going to get caught up in that. Cable. Looking at sterling. Nice break today. Under our big 61 spot, right? We had this nice channel line. Busted. I think now we're talking about easy 58. I think there's another 250 left in it. Again, we should Fibonacci retrace this whole move. And I'll do it for you. Oh, baby. Remember, free Friday. If you've never tried my service, tomorrow is your chance. Email info@globalfxradio.com to try my service for free. It's going to be a big day. And I am changing the password team, by the way. So some of you people that have been sneaking back in, no soup for you. But again, if you have any questions, email info@globalfxradio.com. Cable coming in easy, 59.50. Once we broke to 160, it was like a hot knife and butter. Bang. Oh, baby. Dollar Canada. Now this one, I got to tell you, this one looks good. This was a big move. They break it down to break it out, right? They did that here also. Brought it back. Look at that. And then it had a 2-day rally. Friday, Monday. I don't know if it was those days, but I'm just saying. Even this day, when it came back, but it still closed terrible, the next 2 days were good. So when they make the new lows, we know this. It does this all the time. This is a big move in Dollar Canada. Blue Horseshoe loves this trade. Now, again, I'm a long-term bear on dollar Canada pair. I'm a bull on the loonie. But what's to say we can't rally to 98.75? What's to say we can't? Oh, dollar yen coming in. Hey, listen, we got 40 minutes till the close of the day. I can see dollar yen dropping 10 pips. Why not? That daily candle is going to look a lot different. Let's look at it now even. Look at that. It's dropping a little bit. I got a 91 bid. So if we could drop this thing just down here, it's going to look a lot worse. Follow through, baby. And again, I think you got to go against the Dennis Gartman trades. Dennis Gartman is long the Aussie, long Aussie yen. He's been long it forever, getting paid pips. That's the risk trade. He thinks it's so easy. He thinks he's golden. He's going to be panicking in this, baby. I love it. Aussie yen. Look at that Aussie dollar. Toast. Bye-bye. Listen, you do a Fibonacci on this Aussie. You know, if you do your Fibonacci from the low. See, never even pulled in. Amazing, huh? I mean, I don't see why we can't get to 95. I think that might be stretching it. Certainly that 96 level. I don't see why not. But again, remember, listen, it's failed to break out. I know a couple of times I thought it was going to break out. Sue me. Okay? It didn't. Stock market didn't really break out. Stock market was going to make new highs. This thing couldn't even break out. But the bottom line is this. If you believe the stock market's going down, everyone's in this trade. Dennis Gartman's in this trade. I promised you he's going to be getting out. And again, you take a look at the Aussie yen. I'll give you a couple of freebies today. I love these trades. Look at that. Oh. Look where it is. It's been rallying for over 7 months now, straight, with no real big pullback. I think we go to 81 easy. And if you fib it, we're talking about 80 on Aussie yen. It's not much. I'll take 300 pips, will you? Even you look at the loonie yen, another one. It's not even a high yielder. And I just think for tomorrow, this should be a good trade. We could get a nice little bar down. When's the last time we had a bar down? Look at that. Made new high. New 1 year high. Top of the channel to you. And had an outside candle. Look at that chart. Gorgeous. Took out the high. Closing at the low. I think we easily can pull in 150 pips. I'll take that, will you? Some of you really hate when I blow into the thing. It's for effects. Come on. It's good to have the effects. Just like my call on oil today. Or the stock market. The Dixie, I know I wasn't sure which direction, but again, if you got my twit. New Zealand. I like this Aussie Kiwi short, but this New Zealand certainly could melt. I mean, we really could be talking a meltdown, maybe down to 70. This thing is trying to hold on for its life. But, this whole zone, I think we could easily come down to 70 now. Again, I like the Aussie short better, and I like Aussie Kiwi short as a hedge. Look at this move. Aussie Kiwi looks gorgeous to the downside. Closing, new 4-day low, reversal. It's Thursday, right? It made a new high. Look at the weekly chart of this thing. This could be a monster trade. Outside candle. Absolutely. I think we get down to 135 tomorrow. This weekly would be a sick outside candle if we took out the lows. Oh, boy, 24 minutes. Hang on. I think I'm done. All right, Euro yen, one more. I'll give you Euro yen. That's it. Euro yen. That's a weekly. But, again, we're breaking the flag. We started with it. Again, another one. I don't see why it doesn't go down to 108. I did that in the beginning, right? 108. But top. How about a nice old-fashioned carry trade collapse? Oh, baby. Andrew Spanton. Team, I'll see you back at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. The only voice. And again, come on, people. Refer me. Like me on Facebook. Like the YouTube. Send it out. It's ridiculous. Where'd all my people go? The only voice you'll ever need who truly loves to make you money. Oh, baby. Big day ahead. Look for my twits on Voice of Forex. I'll be sending them out. 9:30 tonight. Big in Asia. China big number industrial production. If it's bad, look out below. Bye-bye.